welcome to this week's episode of JPTV. This week I want to talk to landlords about the renewals process and how we do it here at JPH. So what we actually do is, when it gets to 8 weeks before the end of the tenancy's fixed term, we give the tenant a call and ask them if they've made a decision if they're going to stay in the property and renew or if they're going to move on. If they say at that point that they haven't made a decision, they don't know what they're going to do, we instruct them and let them know we're going to give them another fortnight so they can think about what they would like to do. And if at that point they still haven't made a decision, the property will automatically be placed back on the market and the viewings will begin. Now, I know this can sound a little harsh to some, but the reason that we do this is to avoid any void periods in the property, and also to make sure that technically one tenant can move out, the property can be cleaned, replenished, painted, or anything else that needs doing in there. The new fresh inventory can be done, all the paperwork can be done, and the new tenant can move in. The last thing that you would need as a landlord is for a tenant to tell you that they don't know what they're doing, and then it comes to the actual date, it's the end of their tenancy, you haven't been looking for anyone else, and all of a sudden they're going to move out. Because technically, if they do make that decision and they haven't signed another tenancy agreement, they're completely legally entitled to do that, and they can walk away without having to owe you another penny. So our advice is, 8 week point, give them a quick call, clarify what they'd like to do. If they don't know what they're going to do, tell them you're going to give them 2 more weeks, and at the 6 week point, if they haven't made up their mind, you will need to re-advertise the property in order to ensure that you don't have any void periods. So that's all for this week, and I'll speak to you next week.